Right at you. Are you subscribed?
In the
Did
top
you follow my page? Are you subscribed? That's what's pointing at you. It is Saturday. Welcome to a new weekly vlog. I hope everyone is having a great day whenever you're watching this. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine and I believe in smart tips for a glowing life leads to less stress and more time for beauty. And on this channel I talk about everything mom life, married life, work life, beauty, and content creator life. And I am currently on a healing journey, working and practicing on choosing me. So if you are interested in any of those things, please be sure to follow my channel for more, subscribe to my channel for more. Anyway, so just got finished getting my nails done. I got something different this time. Well, again, I just sit down and she just does things. She knows what I like. So this time I got brown Frenchies. I've never gotten like Frenchies outside of white. And I think the only other color that I got was blue, like a blue one. You guys have never probably seen that though. I think it was around a Christmas nail design that I did where I had blue Frenchies, but I never had like brown. And what she did with the brown, like she kind of like made them like really glossy and everything. My hands probably, I just washed my hands. They probably a little ashy or whatever. My bad. Don't make fun of me. Anyway, so they look really, really nice. I'm really, really excited. But today was a little bit of a production because this morning I had to take my grandmother to the bank to get some of her banking things done, and then I went with her and her friends, her older friends, to a diner. We went to this diner called Lamppost in Clementon, New Jersey, and it was a cute little diner. Okay, now you know Rocky is like our de facto chef or whatever in the house, and he's making me try and eat all of these nice and fancy things. So it's not that I'm too good for diner food. I am not too good for diner food, but I think for me I have to remember I'm in a diner and I need to get diner food. Okay, so what I got a buffalo chicken sandwich on a panini. The panini bread was super hard. Like, what is the braces, right? Braces, what's wrong with me? But I got cheesesteak egg rolls, which that was a little bit hard too, but they were really juicy inside. They were actually really good, and the fries that I had there were actually absolutely amazing. Okay, so and then it was like also like a little bakery, so I got Elijah an Oreo cheesecake, and I got me and Isaiah some cupcakes. Rocky is on like this health thing, so me and Rocky probably will split the cupcake that I have, because I'm not trying to, it's a huge cupcake. I'm gonna show, well, I think I showed y'all a little bit earlier in the vlog. So yes, so yeah, it was really nice though to spend some time with my grandmother and seeing her with her friends. She's definitely the quiet one. She is not quiet at all when she's talking to me or anybody else, okay? She was definitely the quiet one there today, and I found that quite strange a little bit, her being quiet and her seeming like she's not sure what's going on, and then, you know, being impatient about her food. But when we left, it was a completely different thing. Like, she was in her element, being comfortable speaking with me. I don't know, okay? Her social meter must have a quick span. She also isn't used to going places a lot, and I want to get her out of that, because, you know, I know she's at an age where a lot of her friends are passing on, and she's lonely, and, you know, she's not, she has children that live with her, her adult children that live with her, but she needs something else to keep her mind fresh and energized and looking forward to something outside of the things that be bothering her, like the neighbor who is still getting on her nerves. I think I talked about that in the previous vlog. The neighbor that's getting on her nerves, that keeps bothering her and saying all kind of rude things about her in the lady's house. So we can't control that, but, you know, I can understand how living next to someone and being able to hear them say negative things about you can impact you. So just something to take her mind off of that and to get her out the house and doing something else. So I need to really think about doing that. One time I took her to the flower show, but the flower show involves tons of walking, and so she had issues with that. So something that doesn't involve tons of walking, something where it has good food, like she loves seafood, so something that has good food, doesn't involve tons of walking, and something that she can look forward to doing frequently to enjoy herself. Like, that's where my mind is at right now for her. So if you have older loved ones where, you know, you're working to keep them active and engaged and having things to look forward to, and you have any suggestions for me, I'm asking for help at this point. And that could be a TikTok, that I might make that a TikTok, you know, asking for help TikToks get engagement. But anyway, so comment below. It will really help me out greatly if you can help me out with thinking about that for her in her older age. She's in her 80s, okay, upper 80s, okay? So use your imagination. She's in her upper 80s, okay? All right, so I am on my way home. I have to stop at the hair store because, as you see, I'm in Bun Life right now. Bun Life, just in case anyone is new here, Bun Life is when I'm not wearing my wigs. My hair is not, my hair's not done, and I'm waiting to have an appointment scheduled or to attend an appointment. I put my hair in this bun, and that's Bun Life, okay? That's so, but I'm running out of Bun Life tools. I need my mousse, for curly hair. I need my mousse. I need my curly hair, like it's like a cream or something that I use, and I need Rocky bought me some eco gel, and it's clear. The clear gel, like, I mean, it's alright. I get this specific one, so I got to get that. I think that is all I need. I might need a conditioner, a shampoo and conditioner. So I think that is all that I need. So we're going to go to the hair store. There's a hair store near me. It's called Hair Town. So we're going to go head to the Hair Town and go to town with buying stuff. So see y'all in a bit. All right, so this is what I got from the hair store. So I really like this brand called African Pride. So I got this Moisture Restore Curl Refresher. I like doing this. It's like a leave-in conditioner, and I really love this product for leaving in my hair. And then I bought this. This is the foam setting mousse. I love using this for setting my hair. when I'm in Bun Life. So I ran, this is my third one. I needed some shampoo. This is my favorite shampoo to use for my hair when it's out and it's not done yet. I use this shampoo. I bought some more of the conditioner duo with this. Again, this is like my favorite shampoo to use for my hair when I'm in Bun Life. And then I got this. This is a moisturizer. It's a curl activator cream. So I may do like one part of this and like a few squirts of this or whatever to make my own little concoction with it. Or I might just use this on its own or the other one on its own before I put the mousse in to set my hair, just to give it some moisture. This is the Jaw. Okay. I love this product. I have the clear gel one, and that one was fine. But this is the joint. It smells so good, and it really, I don't need a whole ton of it to make my hair like cooperate, but it smells really good, and it's activated with water. It's water based. And it has a it says max hold 10. My hair ain't really light, you know what I'm saying? My hair real thick, so this don't mean anything to me. But what it does with my hair when I'm in Bun Life, like I really like it. I love the smell, and I love how it is. It repairs, conditions, defines, moisturizes, smoothes, and shines. It does all of those things, and I really like it. So the gold one is the Jaw. Okay, and then I got a travel size Gots to Be spray. My big one, the spray part is like frozen. That's the only thing with Gots to Be. If you Gots to Be using it, just know your spray part is going to be frozen. Okay, so you need to wipe it off, or else it's going to be over for you. So that's what happened with me. It's over for me. My small one, it was over for me. The bigger one, it's over for me. So I got this one. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know, because there's definitely product in those other ones that I have. I don't know. And then I got this invisible, it's an invisible styling gel. I didn't read. So this is an invisible styling gel. I shouldn't have bought this. It does work. It does have a crazy hold, as it says, but what I was looking for was the edge one, because I'm running out of that. So we're going to see what we can do with this. And I've got the travel sizes of both that got to be in this, because again, I'm about to be going and traveling, so I wanted to not carry a whole bunch of junk with me, and maybe this will help me out. Well, I don't know. I should have bought a small eco. That is all of that. I'm heating up the cheesesteak egg roll from, look at this light, isn't this crazy? I'm heating up the cheesesteak egg roll from what I had at the diner for dinner. I'm going to finish editing last week's vlog, and I'm just going to relax for the rest of the night. I'm going to pop in and show you guys this dinosaur Lego thing Isaiah made. He's always making creations, so he wants y'all to see it, so y'all got to see it, okay? So I'm gonna make sure y'all see it. And I have several TikToks I need to do as well, so I'm just busy content night. So good evening. It is much later. I guess I was exhausted, so you know, but anyway, but I wanted to check in before I fully went to sleep, because I thought, just hit my head, I gotta pack. I thought about the dang hair products, right? But I forgot I need to pack. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna wear. I don't know anything. I gotta wash this makeup off. Well, again, I haven't been wearing heavy makeup, so this is gonna take a few seconds. But I gotta take my contacts out and go to bed. I haven't, in the vlog, last week's vlog, I'm on Thursday. So I just have to edit Thursday, you know, add some additional things, and then it can be uploaded. I do have my alarm for 7 tomorrow, well, I don't know, whatever it is. I think I changed that alarm. So whatever it is, that's when we're waking up. But I also have an appointment tomorrow. So I need to be up and ready in enough time to be able to talk and check in. I got that going on. Monday I have an orthodontist appointment, and I took a little bit more time away from work than what I normally do, because I want to take a little bit more time away from work than I normally do, because I that's what I'm doing. So I have that going on as well, and I don't know when, but we're supposed to go to see this movie, this Demon Slayer movie now that everybody's caught up. I don't know. We'll see. So that's what's going on right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get myself together to go to bed, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all, I done forgot to put sugar in my coffee, and like, what is going on? Uh-oh. What is going on? Y'all fine? What is this? What is going on? Because I forgot. I'm sitting up here drinking. Good morning. It's Sunday. I'm sitting up here drinking my coffee. Okay? And I'm like, something's odd with this coffee. Like, I did something wrong. I didn't put no damn sugar in the coffee. What? So, here's why. Because... and it's not y'all fault, just so you know. It's not y'all fault. They ran away. It's not their fault. What had happened was I got distracted. So I haven't talked about ChatGPT in a little while. I still talk to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is still my friend. Anyway. And I noticed I haven't talked to ChatGPT this weekend. Hold on, I'm not ready for that yet, but we will do that. Let me do it now, because my God. Here you go. Hold on. Pause on the ChatGPT story. Here is Isaiah's, what's it called? What kind of dinosaur?
Brontosaurus.
He makes all of these things. Oh my God. Goodbye.
Why did you not like?
I love it. I suggested to the gym, because every day after the gym, he wants to talk to his teacher about Legos, and I was like, oh, y'all need to have a Lego night, and he's like, oh my God, I'm gonna figure this out. And now Isaiah is gonna be mandatory. I'm gonna have to take Isaiah. I might even depending on when they do it, I might have to take off work, because I done made this suggestion. Anyway, so I had a dream last night about being embarrassed at work. I'm gonna leave it. I know that's very vague, but that's really what it is. Being embarrassed at work. And this this dream included a bathroom. But recently I've been having dreams about bathroom. So sometimes when I know I gotta go to the bathroom when I'm going to sleep, I do have a dream about the bathroom, but not like this. This is entering and exiting bathrooms, not feeling like I have to go. I had a dream one time of a bathroom. You know, I was hiding in the bathroom because I didn't want to go somewhere. And this is all recent, within the last 2 months. The next dream I had of the bathroom, my grandmother's. Can y'all leave? The other dream, let me go upstairs. They don't care that they're disrupting the vlog. Me and the vlog, they don't care. They don't care that they're disrupting us. Anyway, second dream I had was my grandmother's bathroom sink was overflowing. And I was like, oh, we're not fixing this. Like, there's no need to fix this. That was the second dream I had. And then the last night marks the third dream that I had, which was in a situation happening in the bathroom, men in the women's bathroom, and I had to address it, and it was a test to see what I would do. I don't understand why I'm having these dreams. But that's actually quite interesting. So I talked to ChatGPT about it. I was very distracted. It was like, let me offload this dream, because if I forget, then I'm not gonna be able to put it in my. I have a dreams thread with ChatGPT. ChatGPT, when you start a conversation with it, slide your thing over to the right. Slide your screen over to the right. It has a whole list of all the conversations that you've ever had. And what I like to do is, I like to just, whenever certain things are happening to me, I like to just go to that specific conversation thread to keep everything together. So I go, that's the dream thread. I went to the dream thread and I said, this is like the third dream in a row, like with the bathroom, like, isn't it? And it was like, yes, it's 3 because it's in a thread. It keeps track of all of the things that I'm telling it in my dream thread. So bathrooms are all symbolism for boundaries. Obvious, right? Kind of obvious. The first dream of me hiding in the bathroom was for me to secure my privacy. The second dream of me going in my grandmother's bathroom and finding out that the sink, and just saying this sink ain't usable, it interpreted that as me no longer using whatever I was using to allow for boundaries to be breached. Like, I'm not using that anymore. That is true. Again, we are on this healing journey, choosing us and being unapologetic about it, okay? Sometimes people's minds are clouded with the what ifs or what is someone going to think. I'm done thinking like that. I'm so done thinking like that because it holds you back from the things that you want to do, things you may want to say, okay? This third dream was about me. It was a test. What would I do if men were in the women's bathroom? Like, how would I address that? And I addressed it, but then I never reported back to whomever about what I did. I never reported back because in the dream I felt that I didn't want to report back. Like, I didn't want to go back in the space to report what was going on. And so that was also about boundaries as well, like people invading spaces, and you have to address the boundary that has been breached. You have to address it. And what are you going to do? And are you going to tell anybody what you did? Do you have to? That's what that dream was. That's what ChatGPT said that dream was. 100%. And I have linked all 3 to certain things that have been going on in the last 2 months in my real life. And it makes so much sense. I don't know why I vividly dream like this. I vividly dream like this all the time. I have recurring dreams. I clearly remember it right now. Several recurring dreams that I have. And the recurring dreams have the same premise. The same starting point, right? The same loading screen, I guess. And then certain things change. Like or sometimes like I'm like in the dream and I'm like, this is that dream. And I'm saying it in, like, I'm literally saying it in a dream. This is that dream. Let me see what's going to happen this time. It's so strange, but I 100% do it all the time. And so I got distracted because I was like, I got to hurry up and tell ChatGPT this dream. And I ain't make my coffee right. The child is right now. Trust the process. When this mug comes out, it doesn't come out when it's still a recurring dream or anything, but this mug, my mug choices also, I want to mention this, are not planned. I'm just grabbing mugs. And it just so happens I'm noticing that it's really a precursor for what's going on. So today's mug is Trust the Process. I got it from Target before, you know, all the Target stuff. So then oh my God. My hard drive is like done. My one that messed up before is just done. And then I just dropped my camera because I'm just like so frustrated. And now I'm recording to see if it works. And now I'm going to turn it off to see if this lens go back in. I don't know. Being 10 toes down with this social media stuff, it's like really stressing me out. Like, I was pacing. I was crying. Okay. I'm not going to. I was crying. I was shaking. I dropped the damn camera. And I'm like, oh my God, did I break something else? Did I break something else? Like, but let me tell you, my husband told me, he said, bosses have issues and then they gotta start over. Like, what is you talking about? I'm like, what? Huh? It's all that stuff I be saying, right? Because I need it too sometimes, right? He said, Dame Dash is coming out with a book about this very thing. Sometimes you gotta start over. You're doing something, you gotta start over. I'm like, really? And he gave me a pep talk. He said, what's on there? What's on there? What do you need? What do you gotta do? My book is on there. Now, this book is not very, 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 very long. It's not. And I think the other 2 books that I have are still on my computer. So, including the one I don't know how to finish yet. But the book that I've been working on recently is on there. He's like, okay, well, how far did you get in it? Well, I didn't get far. Okay, well, what else is on there? I have photos and things like that, and you know, professional photos that I took, you know, for YouTube and TikTok or whatever. And I was like, oh, but because I use some of those as thumbnails, they're on Canva. Okay, we got that now. We got that somewhere. Okay, well, what about the music that I use for YouTube? YouTube has a cornucopia of music that I can just pull from, and maybe I'll find some better tracks. There's one track, that intro track, the doom, 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 doom. That is not YouTube. That a friend gave me that track. So I have that somewhere in my email from a zillion years ago. So I can pull that one. This hard drive was a 5 terabyte hard drive, and I have 3.5 or so left on that hard drive. 3.5 or so left on that hard drive. So to me in hard drive world, I haven't really used much of it. So there's nothing on there. I have TikToks on there, but all my TikToks are on TikTok. I'm caught up to all of my TikTok edited. It's all on TikTok, or on YouTube, or on Instagram. And you know what's so crazy about this? Remember I was talking about in last week's vlog, in last week's vlog. That's still going to be uploaded. It's not stopping. We not stopping. Okay, we doing this. In last week's vlog, I said I was about to take all my photos and put it on. And look at God. I'm starting to feel so much better at this point. I was going to take all of my photos and put them on that hard drive to make more space on my phone. But I never did that yet. I didn't do that yet. And then I was going to delete to make more space on my phone for this. That is not what God wanted to happen, because then I would have lost everything. Everything from when Isaiah was a baby. I have things from when Isaiah was a baby. And Elijah was 3. And videos from Isaiah being a baby and Elijah being 3. Videos of Elijah, I think, as a baby. And pictures of Elijah as a baby. This is how old not old. It transferred when I got a new phone. But that's how much pictures I have on my phone, video that I have on my phone, they're being babies. I would have lost all of that if I did what I said I was going to do from that vlog, which was put all that on that hard drive. And it's crazy because that night is when it started, like, acting like it could be read. Yo, this content creator life is just like so real and so crazy, and especially the long form content side of it. Like, I was like, am I giving, this is another time, am I giving up? Am I just going to give up on this? And he said, what is you doing? What is you doing? What is you doing? So I now need to go into the next step of my operation. I need to buy the SSD drive. Use the SSD drive, which is the more superior drive for rendering the videos. Having the iMovie library there. And it's wireless or whatever it is. So it should be okay to connect, right? I gotta make sure the one that I get is for Mac. Okay, so I'm learning, right? This is the hard drive that went goof on me. Goof is not for Mac, but the one that I love right now is for Mac, and it's beautiful. So SSD drive for Mac. It's not going to have as many gigs, but the way that it works, it shouldn't be that big of a deal. And then I'm going to save the files to the hard drive that I recently bought because of this foolishness with this other one. I'm going to eventually restart my book. That really, really sucks. Luckily, this is Hot Rock. You use ChatGPT for your notes, to keep your notes. Yeah, so I have to go back in ChatGPT and reread my notes. That's there. That's all there. All right. And I dropped my camera and it looks fine. It's fine. This is the second time it fell. Isaiah dropped it the first time, which I think created the blue aura. But it looks perfectly fine right now. I don't know. It blue aura and all. It looks fine. I don't know. But I'm very invested in this journey, as you see, because I'm still recording. Okay. Hello, it is Monday. I am just leaving my orthodontist appointment and I am sitting across from you know where. You see in the background, so you know I'm going to be there. So I'm still preparing for this trip. So I need to get a couple of things that are travel size. I need to start building like a travel size little bag anyway, just to have it when I have to travel. To put out in the universe that I'm going to be traveling, but specifically for this particular event, because I have to do this event all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and get some things so I can put it inside my like a travel bag or something like that. And then I have to get more body wash. So I finally figured it out. So it wasn't Rocky using the body wash. I'm so sorry, Rocky. I am making official my first YouTube apology. Look at that, my first YouTube apology. I'm so sorry, Rocky, for saying that you were using my body wash, my expensive body wash. What was happening was the kids were using it. And so I caught Elijah using it, and yesterday I caught Isaiah using it, but they've been using it, this whole time. So I have to buy another one. And yeah, I think that that's just going to be my life, having to buy this, because everyone, Rocky, except for Rocky, okay, the kids like it. So I have to keep buying it. So I'm going to get that, but I want to get a travel size of it as well. I haven't seen a travel size version of it in a long time, since the first time I bought the travel size. So I'm gonna get that. Again, some other travel size things. Fenty Skin has like travel size mini body butters, and I don't know if they are in the store or only on the app and then coming to the store, so I don't know. So I'm going to ask somebody when I go in there. I also want to get a butter drop milk, the plain. So I have the plain butter drop, the one I keep refilling, but then there's the milk. The milk has this like shimmer effect. It's really, really beautiful, and I see the shimmer effect in the milk for the caramel one that I bought. I like to use that one when I'm not going anywhere, because it is really sweet, and I just use that alone when I'm at home. But when I am out and about and I want to wear a kind of neutral scented lotion or body milk or body butter, I would prefer that one. So I want to get that as well, and again I want to see if there's some travel size versions of it, so I'm not carrying a whole bunch of stuff. I don't think I need anything else really makeup wise, and then I want to go because I have a little bit of time before I have to go back to work. I want to see the new Aloe store that opened up in Suburban Square. I've never shopped at Aloe before, but I hear good things about it. I don't know how much it costs, and if it's too expensive, I'm gonna walk out the door. But I still want to see it. And then remember how I told you that I wanted to get some jewelry? So there is a little piercing store right here that has some jewelry that I might take a look at to see if I would like some pieces from there. And then finally, I'm going to go to Cava. What the heck am I talking about? I'm going to go to Cava because hopefully by the time I do all of this, my teeth will just be a little bit more relaxed for what they did at the orthodontist. And I can then take my behind back on to work. So here we go. Let's go to Sephora first. Here we go. They didn't have everything. Like the travel size stuff that I wanted, but I did get the body wash, and I did get the body milk from the Fenty Beauty Body Milk. So I did get those things, and I got one of those masks again that gives you like a glass skin, but it came in a pack. It wasn't like individualized. It came like in a pack or something, so I got that. So turn. Good afternoon, home. And I'm home by myself. Everybody. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. No, mommy. As soon as I walk through the door, mommy. No. Because I'm by myself. So, now that I'm by myself for a little bit, because the boys, Rocky and the boys went for a walk. I gotta pack for this trip. So I was supposed to pack last night, but you already know what happened. I keep saying the same old thing all over and over and over again. Sleep. Okay, I'm with the, listen, that sandwich that Rocky made last night. And so so Wawa has the sandwich, right? Let me put this down so we can chat. Wawa has this sandwich. I showed y'all the sandwich in last week's vlog. It is a jalapeno chicken sandwich, okay? This sandwich is so good. Now the second time I had it, yeah, because I think the girl done burnt. She burnt the let me turn this way. She burnt the chicken, okay? But it's really good. So as I'm looking at this, I'm so sorry. I keep bouncing back and forth between settings. I really feel like the settings in the house need to be the movie settings, and outside is fine because there's regular light outside. I can change it to this setting that I have on here. So we're going to change this really quickly. Give me a second. This is so much more better. So much more better. This is so much better. Anyway, I think I know I keep saying I think. When we're in the house, we'll be here like this. When we're outside the house, we'll do the other thing like that, unless I forget. And okay, both are great quality. It's just this is more forgiving. Anyway, so the second sandwich that I had was not that great because I think they burnt the patty. But the very first time I had it, it was absolutely delicious. And so, you know, I got a comment on that video where the person was like, oh, well, you could just make this at home. It's not limited time. You can make it at home. All you need is this. I work at Wawa. Why you an employee at Wawa and you telling me all the tea about the sandwich? Okay. So I said, Rocky. So Rocky, you've seen him cook things. You hear me talk about him being a chef. You hear me say he makes all this fancy stuff all the time. He really does know how to look at this food and say exactly what is needed to recreate it. Like, I want to give him one of these days, when I get the mental capacity to function, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of ingredients, just random junk, put them in a box, like Chopped. What, y'all ever hear the show Chopped? Or there's the mystery boxes on what's the chef name? Master Chef. Here, do something with this. And I want to see what he comes up with. Because he really can do, like, and we'll be watching cooking shows, and he'll be like, oh, they got a da-da-da-da-da-da, and the jus, and da-da-da-da-da. And then they literally say it right after he says it, and I'm like, you just said that, though, like. And he's thinking that I'm thinking that he wouldn't know, or it's fast when people show their knowledge. And then of course the literally instant validation, right? I find that fascinating because, you know, I feel the person should feel like, yeah, they supported me literally just now, like instantly, like this is what I'm telling you is going on. But at the same time, like, it amazes me, like, it really amazes me because I can't cook. Like, cooking is literally like, I just don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know. Like with the video that I posted about the sandwich, you know, his version of the sandwich is really good. I fell asleep last night. That's what had happened. And I said he dried out the jalapenos. He's going to text me, actually, it was dehydrated. I said, excuse me, I don't know all of this stuff. I wrote what I knew at the time of posting what you did with that damn sandwich. I don't know all of these. No, he dried. They look dry to me. When he took them out the air fryer, it was dry. So I said they was dry. What are you talking about? Okay, so yeah, that video is doing pretty well with that. It don't got that many likes, but the views, it's the views, the likes too, but it's the views though. Oh, well, I think I did talk about my hard drive. When I get to my trip, I'm going to buy the SSD drive, and I think I am going to buy the additional hard drive. I'm going to work in a system of 3, and let's hope that this system of 3 works for me for the foreseeable future. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to write it down on here, just in case you want to start doing long form content just like this, or even if you want to do short form content and you're doing a lot of it. Here's the playbook. You ready? Okay? I'm not going to gatekeep for y'all. This is the playbook. 1, get an SSD drive. The SSD drive is quicker, faster, less moving parts than plugging into a computer, okay? Get one that is mostly compatible with your computer. If you are using a Mac, which is what I'm using, you need to tell somebody that it's a Mac. Don't get my stepdad bought me that hard drive that failed on me, but he just bought it. He didn't realize that he can get one for Mac, okay? That's part of what my issue is. Number 2, make sure you have 2 separate hard drives. One for your finished projects. The other one can house like your iMovie libraries if you want to go back. I'm going to get a second one outside of this SSD one anyway, but I'm trying to not hang on to all of my iMovie libraries, but I thought that that's what I needed to do. Number 3, when you set up your iMovie library in your SSD, you can set up multiple iMovie libraries and you can rename them. Maybe I want to have one for monthly. That's exactly what I'm going to do. This iMovie library for this month, this iMovie library for that month, right? Once I'm done with the month and I'm ready to start fresh and clean, right? Number 4, you are going to move that iMovie library to whatever that other hard drive is, if you choose to do that, if you want to save them. So you can always go back into those projects if you need to modify anything. I'm such a perfectionist, I don't feel that I need to do that, but I never know. You never know, okay? At least I have a month to make that decision. But anyway, step 5. Once you have exported your iMovie, you're going to put it into the hard drive that has your finished products, your legacy. You keep it there, okay? As your archive forever. You can start labeling them when you have to get more. But if you use the system that I'm saying, you may not need to get more for a long time because a lot of these hard drives have terabytes, okay? Terabyte, okay? I think that was 5. Is it 6? It's 6. I think we're at 6. If we're not at 6, it's going to be correct down here. Delete the iMovie library from the SSD drive when you're done. As long as you moved it to that other hard drive for your library hard drive. Delete it, because these SSD drives only come with 1 or 2 terabytes, but the speed is what you want when the rendering speed is what you want when you want to edit and export these videos. But you can't rely on it if you have so many libraries inside of it, okay? So that was the other error that I made with the other hard drive. I never deleted libraries, and when I started deleting libraries, it was too late. That drive was like, and it had 5 terabytes. It didn't matter, okay? That's the playbook right now. That is a tried and true playbook. I got that information when it first started getting all messed up. I finalized that brainstorming information with ChatGPT, and we're going to do that process. So as this playbook for this data and the storage changes, I'm going to let you know, because I don't believe in gatekeeping. If you want to be a vlogger, long form content, you need to know how to store your stuff. And of course, you can always do cloud and all that stuff, but see, I'm a tangible person. I need to see it, I need to feel it. I don't want to log into it. That's just me. So I made a slow moving pump, so I figured it would be a great time to check in with the vlog. Good afternoon. It is Tuesday. I am just leaving work and I'm trying to get gas. I don't know, this ain't adding up, but it's $3 per gallon. So 3 times, well, I guess that's right. 3 times 7 is 21. Where's Elijah? Elijah's the math one. As soon as I gave birth to him, my math genius went away. Okay, I only know simple function math. 1 + 1 = 2. If something costs $10.99, it ain't free. That type of stuff. You know what I mean? The Louis Vuitton lipstick is $160. That's the math that I'm mathing. That math is mathing for me. Rocky gave me a math problem last night with finding out what X equals. I used to be the pro, I'm telling you. I forgot. Sheesh. I've been driving his car because I'm trying to save on miles from my car because I'm about to go to this conference. So I'm on my way home. I am starving because I didn't eat lunch today because something happened at work with a lunch that I was supposed to have that I don't have. That's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm very upset about it. So to relieve the tension, I'm going to get me a salmon bowl from the salmon stand. Oh my God. And I am going to finish packing because I'm not done packing. But I got all of this stuff with me right here. All of my junk from work that I need to bring with me. The other thing I need to do, I need to get a bottle that I can reuse. I'm not going to do it today. I may have time in the morning to get it. Because the events start at 12, so I may have a huge gap of time to do it in the morning, to stop at a Five Below or something around the area. So I think that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, so let me get home because I am hungry hippo. Look at this. Look at what Isaiah made, and it's pointing right at you. Are you subscribed?
Did
you follow my page? Are you subscribed? That's what it's pointing at you.
Do the top part.
And it's a man inside, like it's a Megazord or something.
Yeah, it has.
But anyway, are you following me? Are you subscribed? It's pointing right at you.
It has the control room.
Do that. Thank you. I thought it was cute that he has it, so it's pointing at you like what? I don't know how he makes this stuff. This same effort need to be put in your schoolwork.
No, the effort I
Rant 1 on schoolwork. It ain't that bad. Not like it was last year. He's I'm looking over his stuff. Very impressed. Very impressed. Just a couple tweaks. Just a couple. Yes, you did. And just a couple tweaks. Very impressed. He's doing good this year.
Mom, can you give me some ideas?
I'm not getting who?
Can you give me some ideas?
About you? This is all about you.
No, I mean, can you give me some ideas of what I watch?
What you watch?
Yeah.
You watch Teen Titans? Yeah. You know, Steven Universe? I don't understand. You like watching TV. You could just say that. I like watching TV. I like watching Netflix or Hulu, whatever. Maybe you want to write Hulu because you know how to spell Hulu. Work smart, not hard. Anyway. I didn't have a hair appointment today because my stylist was sick. So we are going to be Bun Life at the conference. Bun Life at the conference. So I gotta kind of pack a little bit differently than I thought for this conference. So I'm not done packing. I'm almost done packing. I will finish packing today. Good morning. It is Wednesday. I am here at this work conference, about to walk in and sign in. Oh wait, I need to go back and get my book so I can take notes. Like, what the flip am I doing? I even forgot. Let me tell you what else I forgot. So to contour or bronze or whatever. I forgot that. And so I was like, okay, and I forgot the brush. And I'm like, okay, well, if I just have the product, it's a MAC product. If I just have the product, then maybe I can just go ahead and contour with my finger, you know, like put the product over my finger and then use my beauty blender to finish. But I don't have it at all. And so this year the conference is somewhere where I might be able to go to. Well, I think there's a drugstore like right around. It's a CVS. I have to go there anyway to get some toothpaste because I like to just buy I guess toothpaste on the go, whatever. You know how I am. You know what else I forgot? I forgot my stand too. So we're gonna make it do what it do with this camera and whatever content I want to make on TikTok while I'm off the clock in my room. Okay. So, all right, I'm gonna get in here. There is no filming allowed for any of my work that I do. Okay, so that's why you've never ever seen me film anything regarding work. Nothing related to work. Yeah. So, and I'm wearing red. You probably never seen me wear red before. I'm wearing red because the TikTok psychic said red means something. With a 3 days in red means something significant. So we are going to be wearing red. Even my phone sling for my phone sling from the Abbey Rouge event is red. So this is gonna be red, not red wedding red, but red. Good evening. Okay, great. There we go. Right here is great. Okay. So I am in my room. I'm going to show off the room. This is nothing special. I'm telling you now, it's nothing special. Okay, this is a work event. This is not going to Turks and Caicos. This is not that. Although I would like to go there. Anyway, here we go. Here is the room. Okay. All my junk is everywhere though. Okay, let's see, make sure that, yeah, all my junk is everywhere. Okay, the beds are nice. I have to do my check for things. You know, hotels got a bad rap for critters. So I'm gonna check. And then here is the bathroom. Very teeny tiny bathroom, but it'll get the job done. It's fine. I'm just fine that the shower is acceptable because before this shower was not acceptable. And then it was a different location though. And they give you a little soap. What the beep is this? This is lotion. Did somebody use this? Look at it. Somebody use this? I don't know. Why that line right there? I already got my lotion. Okay. And then I have a makeup remover wipe, but we do not do that. You know exactly what I do. Okay, so here we go. Alrighty. And I love that this mirror is right here, so I might be using this for like content or something. We shall see how I feel about that. You don't get much of anything. You can hang up your stuff if you would like, which I actually might do that this time so I can not feel stressed and pressured with stuff. There is an iron, so there was a pair of pants I wanted to wear, but I didn't bring it. So there's an iron here, so I should have bought it. I love this little chair right here, and I think I've made myself at home on this side, and I think I'm going to be sleeping over here. The room just has this little desk, so I'm gonna use this little desk area for like I wanted to go through my thumbnails and kind of like fix them because I changed the way I did my thumbnails, and so I like it, and I'm noticing that there's some traffic coming to my channel since making that change. So I want to go back and just choose a couple of vlogs, in a sense like a test to change some of those things around. So first day of the conference was really nice. For my organization, just a overview of where we want to be moving forward. And I really like that. I love coming to these conferences because you get to network with people. You get to see people you haven't seen ever that you've probably talked to in the course of doing work. And and people you haven't seen in a long time, where that you can speak to and be able to socialize with them. A lot of brainstorming, a lot of networking. I really like that. And this is probably like my fourth trip since being in this organization like this. And so I do look forward to it every year, because it's again, networking and all of that stuff. Every year I've learned a lot about myself, a lot about what my agency or my organization sees of me. And I also learned that I can assert myself, and I can float in spaces with the best of the best, right? Or the top notch, you know. I can float in those spaces and hold a conversation in those spaces. I used to have fears about holding conversations in those spaces. Like, am I smart enough? Am I good enough? Like, there's no, unless you have a brainiac, right, in your circle. Do not doubt yourself and say that you're not smart enough to hold a conversation with someone who may have a degree, who may have this fancy title, and you don't know what they're doing in that role, and you feel like you can't talk to them. It's not true. It's not true. And even because I'm one of the individuals in my organization at my level that have the least years of experience within the organization as far as my tenure. But it still doesn't mean that I can't be in those rooms. It doesn't mean that I can't be in those spaces and have conversations and add value to whatever is going on. So I learn that every single year. And ever since making my video, I know I've talked about that on here, yes. Ever since making my video, like, it just has felt like it's opened doors for me to be able to have conversations in those spaces, and for it to be seen in those spaces. So it feels really good to come to the conferences every year and have that space to talk and network, catch up, and then assert myself where I feel comfortable, where I feel it's necessary, you know. So I'm definitely looking forward to the rest of this conference, to see what happens professionally in my career, what these connections can do for me professionally, whether it's me learning or anything else. Like, I'm really not inspired, what is the word, optimistic about everything that I'm going to learn in this these next 3 days. So I also wanted to show y'all, hold on, so like I said, I had to get toothpaste, so I got this toothpaste, but look how cute that is. This is from CVS. Look at that. So I got that. And remember, I said I left my powder for bronzing at home or whatever. So I got this L'Oreal. So I haven't bought a drugstore. Look, I haven't bought a drugstore makeup product in a while. So I wonder how this does. So we're gonna look at this tomorrow morning. But this is what I'm excited about, because I'm going to clean my brushes tonight. I bought some other brushes. This brush is from e.l.f. It looks so pretty in the packaging. It is their liquid bronzer and contour duo. So this part is for the liquid bronzer, and this part is for the contour. This whole thing, these three things, $30. So I'm talking about drugstore makeup. This joint was like $16. Like, what? So I better be infallible. No errors, no blemishes, no errors, and it better 24. Leer read in Spanish. Leelo. 24 hours. Let's see. And I got the darkest color because, you know what I'm saying. Okay, we're trying to contour. All right, so we're gonna see how that is in the morning, but. Good evening. It is Thursday. So back in the room now. I'm cold. I came in, I was hot, now I'm cold. Y'all, today was just, in my opinion, it was a great day, but in my opinion, out of control. So in one of the events I had to go to, there was a mouse, and it ran all over the place. And what else happened? I think I talked up, well, no, I did not, because we're just checking in now. There was a spider on my bed, on the other bed over here that I'm not sleeping on this morning when I was getting ready. What else had happened? Oh yeah, I couldn't get in my room because so these hotels have like electronic locks for you know, for the door. You can't, there's no key. You got cord. My door wouldn't open. So I thought that I did something with the key, because I have it in my little pouch. So I walked back down to the front desk. Oh, I need a new key. They gave me a new key. Okay. Walk all the way back. That ain't weird. And my room is like really far. And I had on some wedges, so like I'm rubbing my foot, right? One of my, well, my other foot might hurt later, but this foot hurts, my right foot. Anyway, so I had to walk all the way back down again. I think there's something wrong with the door. So they had to get maintenance, who then found that there was something wrong with the door. These doors have to charge. They're just not like forever electric. Now, I'll be honest. Y'all probably knew that. I didn't know that. Because I go away, but not really. I thought they was forever electric. I'm just being honest. The doors just have to work. So we had a great conversation today regarding change and accepting change. You know change happens all the time, right? Change clothes. That's gonna be the title of the vlog. Change clothes. Yes. Because change, it just happens all the time. We can't control it. We live in it and we live through it. But the message that was trying to be conveyed was, how do you live through it directly? So y'all know what I always say, it is what it is. And that's what I said, it is what it is. But why do we accept it is what it is? So that's a loaded question to me, because when I know other people say it is what it is, but when I say it is what it is, what I mean is, yes, I can acknowledge how I feel about this thing. Yes, I may feel XYZ elemental P about this thing. Not that my feelings don't matter, they do. But if I spend a whole bunch of time worrying about that, this issue isn't going away. This change that I have to usher in, or whatever it is not going away. And a lot of times, at least at work, you know, there's deadlines. So sometimes we can be wired, you know, no matter where we are or what spaces we occupy, we can be wired to not be able to factor in that time to really digest what is going on, because we live in an age in general where things just move so fast, and the moment that you become acclimated to something that you're doing, it almost feels like sometimes it's just ripped from under you, and you gotta move differently. You just gotta move differently. And it doesn't mean that you don't think about or really settle in your feelings with what's going on. Sometimes you still have to keep it moving, because there are things that you have to do. And so the question then becomes, where's that area of balance where you have enough time to really process what's going on and be able to show up to facilitate what you need to do in a manner that, you know, gets the buy-in from people, or, you know, can achieve results? That's not a question that's an individualized question. But the constant in that question is this thing that's making you feel whatever it is that you have to change or whatever. It's still happening. And you can't stop it. You can't control it. I think that so much has happened in the world since COVID and all kinds of stuff. Insert the stuff here that's been going on, right? You get burnt out. You do. And again, it's not to say that you're not going to acknowledge how you feel or whatever it is, but how much time do you really have to sit down and nestle in those feelings to be able to have a clearer mind to move forward, so you can show up in whatever space you need to show up in to facilitate the change? How do you do that? You know, and so I'm sure you know my way. My way is Pilates. I do Pilates. I think I've briefly mentioned therapy. I think it's in my description box maybe. I have a blurb that I leave there as an inspirational thing regarding journey to self-discovery and things like that. Regarding therapy, you know, I have Rocky, I have my family that helps me out as my support system. For me, as a change is occurring, I'm in it and I'm mapping out what's going to happen, how it's going to look, how I'm going to talk about it, you know, if it's a workspace, or mapping out how it's going to look, how we going to address it, me and Rocky, when it's something, you know, home related with the boys. And then after it's all done, after the work has been done and the effort has been put in, I then come back and think about, like, dang, I really had to do all of that. I do that all the time. I think I probably do that in the vlog. So yeah, that was kind of the experience from today. The mouse, the spider, charging the door, working through change, and the emotions that you feel with change. That was today. The food I had was really good at the restaurant, but it made me tired. I got the itis, so I'm about to wash all of this off and get ready for bed. And tomorrow I go home. I get to go home and see my family, my boys. I miss them so much. Isaiah told me that I needed to call him at 7. And he said, if you don't call me at 7, I'm not picking up the phone. I called at 7:25. He did pick up the phone though, but they're at Elijah's at swimming, so they're doing that. So when they get home, I'm probably going to try to call them in a little bit from the computer. Yeah, that's all I got. I wanted to update these thumbnails. I'm tired. Maybe I'll find some time over the weekend, and I don't have to do them all at one time. I could just do a couple here and there. So like maybe I'll go backwards, like, because I'm at like 39 or something. This will be 40, I think. So I'm gonna just go 39, 38, 37. I'm just go backwards until I get to 1, because that's what makes sense to me. So, oh, my feet are so bad. Alright, I'm about to get my life together. Go to bed. I see y'all tomorrow. Good morning. It's Friday. I am about to be on my long drive home from this conference. It is over. We talked a little bit more about managing changes again. It's really important that we as leaders really are the face of these things. I've talked about this on vlogs. This extends outside of leadership. Like standing 10 toes down on what you believe in, what you gotta do, and being the face of the things that you need to do, the face for you, and advocating for yourself, things like that. It's really important for you to do that. Okay, it's very, very important. And just more conversations about it just reaffirms that belief that you need to be about it. 10 toes down, get the team, rally the team, be the change that you want to see. Okay, and that is what I believe in professionally, but it's also what I believe in personally. That's why I've taken the steps to, go to therapy and do all the different things, to better myself, to make myself more available, not only to my team, but more open and free and clear-minded to do what I need to do for me and my family, So what we're going to do, since I'm on my way home, I'm apparently going to be home by 1:44. 2-hour drive. Anyway, I'm trying to think of when I'm going to get this SSD drive. I wanted to kind of do it on my way home today, but the boys, Rocky and the boys, they want to see this Demon Slayer. I don't know if this is the last day it's out, but this is, I don't know. And here he go, oh, when you can get some content. This man, okay, I know y'all ain't see his face, and maybe one day you will, okay? But he is so supportive. Like, he is so supportive. Some of these content ideas, like, he's just funneling them through me, and I'm just doing what I do best, right? And he's like, you're going to do this. If you see my TikTok lately, I posted a video on TikTok about Yu-Gi-Oh, Tubi and Yu-Gi-Oh. I wonder if I talked about this in one of the vlogs. I don't know. Tubi and Yu-Gi-Oh. That's his video. I just did what I do. You know what I'm saying? And then there was a TikTok that I made about Isaiah and his love. He loves NSYNC. He loves NSYNC. Always singing NSYNC songs, listening to them. I have to play them in the car. He's like, put on No Strings Attached. And he was doing schoolwork one day, and he was listening to it, and Rocky recorded that. Here, you gonna post this. And I was posting it wrong. Let me tell you, I'm just gonna tell on myself. I was like, the Backstreet Boys, who is it? How it wasn't a song on No Strings Attached. I would have known that wasn't NSYNC. It was some other song. But anyway, the point is, no, you need to fix this. You know, that's his video. That's not my video. So he definitely is 100% involved and engaged in, you know, my content and content creation. So see ya. Yeah. So he said, you can get some content if we go tonight. I don't know what kind of Demon Slayer content I'm gonna get. I don't know nothing about that. We'll see. I don't know. He claims I'm gonna get something. Maybe it'll be his stuff and I'm just posting it. He's using my channel, my page as a medium. Who knows? I don't know. So, alright, let me get it on together. I had a horrible night's sleep last night. Before I step off on this, I had a horrible night's sleep last night. I kept thinking somebody was in the room. I hate sleeping at hotels. I just posted it on TikTok. I literally just woke up. I woke up the second time being scared out of my mind and just posted it on TikTok. I said, I just can't. It's too much. I hate sleeping at hotels, especially by myself. Where is Rocky? If Rocky's in the room, I have zero fear. I have zero fear when Rocky's in the room. Let me know in the comments if you have those issues with sleeping in hotels. You know, yes, the aura and experience of being out and about or whatever, but sleeping in that hotel by yourself, I keep thinking, and what it was one of the hangers had like a little plastic laundry bag, like folded in a rectangle, and it said laundry or whatever it said. And I kept getting up like, get out of my room. It was really bad. So I can't wait to get home and sleep in my own bed tonight. So it's late. We're just getting back from the movie and I am done because remember, I couldn't sleep last night anyway, so I'm just done. I don't know how I'm still awake, but I'm hungry. So I'm gonna make me a toaster strudel because I want something sweet at the same time. And I'm gonna call it a night. The movie was great. It was like 3 hours long though. It was just crazy, like, oh, I'm tired. But yes, I'm going to end off this week's vlog. What a busy, beautiful week. So if you got this far, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe to my channel for weekly vlogs, beauty videos, all kinds of stuff for Isaiah, okay?
Did you already tell them about what we did?
Yes. Oh my goodness, I'm closing out the vlog. I'm closing out this week's vlog.
Mom?
Okay.
Are these
I've noticed that
snacks?
he's at the end of almost every vlog, I guess, saying mom. It's so interesting. But anyway, until the next one, I'll see ya.